I'm trying to send the stream real quick. Let's get this shit popping.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we continue on with the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
I just sent that shit.
We've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Indianapolis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun for putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he gets this up close to the 40. Mikey Smith there on the stop. It is second and 6.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
10 through 11. 10 through 11. 7 Pirates. 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. A pickup of 14 on that ball. It's good for a Texans first down.
14 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10.
The run up to middle, it's Walker. He'll work his way forward for the 3 yards. Nick Martin is there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Colts 39-yard line.
19 Lions. Check, 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 check. Ready.
On second down, it's Daniel. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
60 average. 19 Hawk.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. 14 on the pickup. First down for Houston.
19.
And the Texans first down.
Here's Daniels. Forced out left. He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
On the move left. There he goes again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
77, 19, Charger, 19.
On third down, they go with Walker. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Daniels. Escaping to his left. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And
Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Indians. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Panther 60, 19 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight, 70 Rangers, Mustang 19.
On first down, Daniels. That's complete left side to Worthy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. 18 Cowboys.
On play action, Daniels moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. And And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's deep for Olave. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blind, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Hey, Silko, hot. Silver.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, it's hot.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach that, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
32-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. Alanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This one from 49. Myers' kick is good. And the Colts stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Oh, let's go. 60 Bison. Mustang 19.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
It's second and inches.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Second and inches.
Pass the 50, pass the 50. Hook 70, 18 rattle, 18 rattle. Cut 19, cut 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Pioneer, Dragon 60.
Now Daniels exiting the pocket right. He runs with it.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
The break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First down, Texans.
Now a deep ball from Mitchell. That's hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
38 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Now Walker. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a second and 6. Throwing now. Daniels. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds just a little short. They can pick it up on third down.
Ranger, 70 Ranger, Viking 18, Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lion.
They'll throw with Daniels. That is caught, and he's in. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown, Houston. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Cougar 19.
Ready. They'll run for it with Walker. And he will bring it in for the 2-point conversion. Cutting into that lead from 11, now down to 9.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Velus Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
On the red. Hey, son. Here we go, son.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
Think right open. Hey.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. going for it all. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
Olave is the motion man.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6.
Keep it on the ground and deep with Walker. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop it for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
First and goal, Houston.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cop, 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Texans. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt come. Olave is the motion man. Receiver in motion. Going right.
Viking, 18. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther. Cub 19. Cub 19. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Forced out wide. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Go, let's go.
To throw is Lawrence. Going up top. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers set to
3 points. All that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Olave is the motion man.
19 Lions.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Second 6, here we go. Set. 19 target, 18 Pioneer.
Olave is the motion man.
18 Rattler, 18, trap 50, trap 60.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. This defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, son.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
3rd and 4.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That is going to be, and he's got it. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Now the point after drop from Myers. It's up and good. And the Colts go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the chaining, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
7 Pirates. Let's go now. 19, Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Daniels now on 1st down. Pushed out to his left. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. 43 yards. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain a 43 yards.
The 36-yard line.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
70, Hawk 70. Ready? 70 Lions. Cut 19. Go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Down inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
The 3-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Cougar 19. Riggs.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up
One
2nd
more
and
time
goal.
with Walker. Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Houston.
Texans.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Jones now on the return. He'll be out of bounds, just past the 25.
Davis Jones on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Texans 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the jump. Mustang 19. Let's go. 60, 70. Hawk set.
On 1st down, Daniels forced to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Jaden Daniels sacked. 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
18 Rodney.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On the ready.
3rd and long.
Ready. Buffalo 18 Cardinal. 18 go.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll wind up getting about 6, but he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. It is 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go.
What's up? You good?
On 4th and long, that was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Turnover on downs.
Hey, run.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Tackled by Talanoa Hufanga. A 6-yard
They'll work
pickup
now on
brings up
2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 11-yard line.
Great job. Hey, I'm gun.
Throwing is Marks. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 29-yard line.
19.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Escaping to his left. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
The right side to Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Cut back in. Cut 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
18. Pioneer. 70 race. Viking. 18. 19.
Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
Don't quit, bro. Nah, I just ain't quit. You should have let me run it up with motherfucking, You shouldn't quit, blood. Good game, though, man. Hope Chad enjoyed the show. Just Print Money Joe. I'm signing out till next time.